Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers trade proposal adds stretch center next to Anthony Davis. Adding Chicago Bulls center Nikola Vucevic could address the Los Angeles Lakers' rebounding issue and lack of outside shooting. The Lakers' 40.6 rebounding average is in the bottom four of the league entering November 13 games. Their 11.6 three-pointers made per game ranked 25th, despite rookie coach J.J. Redick's declaration before the season that they will shoot more threes this season. Bleacher Report's Dan Favale proposed a trade that could help the Lakers land the stretch big man to pair with Anthony Davis in their frontcourt. Los Angeles Lakers receive, Nikola Vucevic. Chicago Bulls receive, D'Angelo Russell, Christian Wood, 2025 second-round pick, via Clippers. Los Angeles can use him both next to and independent of Anthony Davis. There will be a defensive trade-off whenever he's on the court, but it gets easier to shelter him once both AD and Jared Vanderbilt are healthy. Adding his $20 million salary to the 2025-26 balance sheet shouldn't faze the Lakers when they're not including a first-round pick, Favale wrote. With Vucevic generating zero trade market, along with disgruntled Zach LaVine, per the Chicago Sun-Times, the Lakers should pounce on the opportunity to add size and shooting to their frontcourt without giving up their two future first-round picks. For the Bulls, shedding away Vucevic's $41.5 million guaranteed money over the next 2 years while betting on the Clippers to get worse in the post-Paul George era to get an early second-round pick in the talented NBA draft next year might motivate them to pull the trigger on this hypothetical Lakers package. Vucevic is averaging 20.8 points and 10.1 rebounds, which is expected from the Montenegrin center. However, what is surprising is his efficiency from the outside through the first 11 games of the season. Vucevic is shooting 58.6% from the field and 46.8% from the three-point line, which is both career highs if he can sustain it. Clearly, his off-season training focusing on his three-point shot mechanics is paying off. I worked on it a lot over the summer, trying to see if there was something as far as my mechanics that I didn't do well, or what was going on from that standpoint, Vucevic told Substack's NBA insider Mark Stein. Dalton Knecht is the shooter the Lakers have always wanted but never had. The answer to the Lakers' three-point shooting woes lies in the hands of Dalton Knecht. Yes, he's a rookie. No, he wasn't a top pick or even a lottery selection. Knecht fell on draft night and the Lakers volunteered to take the shooter from Tennessee with the number 17 pick. Only 11 games into the season, their investment in the rookie has already bore fruit. He secured himself consistent playing time, averaging 16.9 minutes per game. Knecht has had a handful of notable performances, like his 10 points in the comeback win versus the Sacramento Kings, and his 18-point game in a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. On Wednesday, against the Grizzlies, he usurped all those contests with the best game of his young career. This wasn't a good performance from Knecht in a game that had already been decided. The Lakers were fighting to come back in the second half and had to play without Anthony Davis for long stretches after he picked up his fifth foul at the 3:51 mark of the third. At that moment, Knecht was on the floor and did what he does best, make three-point shots. He scored on back-to-back three-pointers to make it a one-possession game and kept LA in it with their best player off the floor. Los Angeles took Knecht's hot streak and turned it into a 128-123 victory, remaining undefeated at home. After the win, Lakers coach J.J. Redick talked about how pivotal that moment in the game was for the team. "I thought he was the catalyst for our comeback," Redick said post-game. "It wasn't just AD being in foul trouble and time and score. It was also just the energy. For whatever reason, we had trouble getting stops, had some turnovers, didn't execute, we kind of lost our life a little bit. I thought those back-to-back ones were huge." Throughout the game, Knecht showcased every three-point shot in his arsenal. He scored from the top of the arc, hit open jumpers on the wing and converted on a corner three thanks to an assist by Rui Hachimura. Nothing in life is perfect, but from three-point range, Connect literally was, making all 5 of his attempts. In fact, he only missed one field goal, ending the night with 19 points while going 7-8 from the field. After the game, LeBron James pointed out Connect's play and even said the team leaned on the rookie in this come-from-behind victory. Connect's scoring will get most of the attention, but his biggest play was an assist to Christian Coloco. With 10:55 left in the game, Connect pushed the ball up the court, penetrated inside and lobbed it to Coloco for the dunk. The basket evened the score at 96 and the crowd erupted, realizing the comeback was complete and the momentum had shifted in LA's favor. Connect certainly doesn't play like a rookie, but he sounded like one when describing this moment in the game. His response was short and came off like someone who hasn't had a moment like that often because, well, in the NBA, he hasn't. I don't remember much except grabbing the ball and I saw Coloco running and then I just threw the ball up for a lob and he dunked it, Connect said post-game. Charles Barkley accurately predicts Bronny James's future. Bronny James made his G League debut Saturday night, taking the court in front of a sold-out crowd at UCLA Health Training Center. According to SeatGeek, tickets for Bronny's G League debut were priced at $175, a number that far eclipses the average ticket price for a Los Angeles Lakers game during the regular season. Adding to the pressure, his father, LeBron James, was in attendance, as well as fellow Lakers teammates Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell. Bronny finished the night with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals in the South Bay Lakers' 110-96 win over the Salt Lake City Stars. Despite publications claiming that Bronny excelled in his G League debut, nothing could be further from the truth. While James's numbers were significantly better than the numbers he put up coming off the Lakers bench earlier this season, he was only 2-for-9 shooting, 0-for-4 from 3, and accrued 5 turnovers in 31 minutes. The level of talent in the G League is far below what Bronny would face from starters in the NBA. Simply put, the young guard has a lot of work to do before he'll be ready to start for the Lakers. South Bay guard Quincy Olivari carried the team to victory, putting up 28 points. Despite Bronny's mediocre stat line, Olivari stood up for Bronny, expressing optimism for his future. "I was just happy to see him get out there and show the world that he can play. I think I'm a big advocate on pushing that he's a great basketball player and that the criticism he gets is unfair." While it's true that Bronny is often the recipient of vicious punditry, it's also true that his game will need significant refining before he'll be ready to play consistent minutes for the Lakers. TV personality and Hall of Fame power forward Charles Barkley has always been realistic about Bronny's future. On the Dan Patrick Show, Barkley predicted that Bronny would go to the G League, reiterating the rookie's need for more experience, and providing a blunt, but honest interpretation of the young guard's potential. "I think he needs to go to the G League so he can get better as a basketball player. He's not going to get better sitting on the bench. He needs to play basketball. The only way you get better at playing any sport is playing that sport." I think it's a great story. It's great for LeBron, but he needs to go to the G League to learn how to get better as a basketball player. Now, Barkley's prediction has come to light. We'll just have to wait and see if the experience he receives in the G League prepares him to one day take the court again with superstars like his father, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. For the moment the criticism is harsh, but time changes everything. One day the tidal wave of punditry will dry up, LeBron will retire, and Bronny will likely be the 6th man on some other team, carving his own path. As always, the press will move on to the next big story. You've got to respect Barkley for always telling it straight. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Charles Barkley? Leave your opinion in the comments.